This newly adopted dog just learned his elephant can come too, and I'm dying. Do stories of adoption play a special role in your life? Unfortunately, thousands of animals are put into shelters every year by people who don't have the means to take care of them. What's even more heartbreaking than that is that fewer people usually adopt than those who put animals up for adoption. But the story of Smokey and his stuffed elephant is a reminder that there's still some hope left for shelter animals. And we wanted to share it because it really is one of the best doggo adoption stories we've ever seen. Check it out. But before we start, please take a moment to give this video a like, subscribe to Happy World, and hit the bell so you'll never miss these great stories. Smokey is a 5-year-old white pit bull that was put up for adoption at the Franklin County Dog Shelter. The shelter is located in Ohio's capital, Columbus, and the family who put him up unfortunately lost their home. Although they could no longer properly care for Smokey, they sent him to the shelter with one important thing. Smokey wouldn't have been able to survive without his adorable stuffed elephant. The shelter even went so far as to make a note to let potential adopters know that the elephant must go home with him too. Although he had his best friend with him in the shelter, Smokey still ran into a few issues while waiting to be adopted. Smokey experienced spells of depression like many shelter dogs do. He was taken from a home and a family he knew for 5 years and placed in a cage surrounded by other dogs, being taken care of by complete strangers. He had his best friend with him, but the thing that Smokey wanted more than anything was a home to call his own. That wasn't quite what was next for Smokey, unfortunately. Smokey was up next to be euthanized by the shelter. They were running out of space for him, and he had stayed a while without getting adopted. It was a horrible reality for the innocent pup, but this happens all the time at shelters around the world when they begin filling up too quickly with unwanted pups. But Smokey's story's not over yet. 2 volunteers with the I Have a Dream rescue organization came into the shelter Smokey was staying in to look at a different perspective dog. The organization focused on finding foster parents for dogs who needed homes. They quickly realized that there was something special about Smokey and made it their mission to find him a home. But will they succeed? As soon as the volunteers started to tell Smokey about how he was going to get adopted, they realized Smokey could understand what they were saying. He seemed to seriously perk up and listen, and even started to show excitement with the news of going home. What really makes the story, however, is the face Smokey made when he finally learned he was being adopted. And it's almost human. Look at that massive smile. Smokey seriously understood that he was leaving the shelter and that he wouldn't have to worry about getting euthanized anymore. Even though Smokey was with his best stuffed friend and had people taking care of him, he was still searching for a place he didn't have to be scared of. Is the I Have a Dream rescue organization the best place for him, though? The I Have a Dream rescue organization was certainly the place for Smokey. They focus on finding foster homes for dogs that were left in shelters. Sometimes these foster homes keep the animals permanently, or sometimes they go back to their original owners once they're stable enough to care for a dog. Smokey isn't the only dog that the organization has helped so far. The foster program has helped countless dogs that might have been euthanized find homes. Although some dogs don't find permanent homes right away, they still get to spend time in real homes with caring people who give them the love and attention they need. That's great for the dogs in the picture above, but what about Smokey? If you check the website and the Facebook page, Smokey is no longer available for adoption, which means he found his forever home. Stories like these seriously warm our hearts and remind us that it's important to adopt animals that need homes and save them from euthanization. Share with your friends to see if they have any heartwarming adoption stories.